Hello, this is Matthew Robert Payne. I've got 215 Christian non-fiction books on Amazon. Perhaps you may want to check them out. I've got 6,100 videos here on YouTube. Perhaps you may want to watch another video other than this, and you could subscribe to my channel. So, there's been influencers, people with YouTube channels coming up with videos talking about Lily Phillips. She was the woman who slept with 100 men in a day. There was a documentary made about it. She was an OnlyFans star. Then a woman called Bonnie Blue slept with 1,000 men in a day. I don't know how that's actually possible, but and then Lily Phillips went on and slept with 1,100 men in 24 hours. And I think I heard her talk about it. You know, the men sort of entered her for about 5 seconds. And so I wouldn't count that actually sleeping with her, but the men were probably excited enough to even have that happen. So Lily, I followed her channel. I tend to like her. I tend to like the rejects and the brokenhearted, a little like Jesus. So Lily has just been baptized. She became a Christian and she had a public baptism, and it's on the internet. And most of the influencers show that baptism. And what I thought was surprising with that baptism is the face of the person baptizing her has been blanked out, and he was good enough to baptize her, but he wasn't good enough to show his face. There's another story to that, but if you read the comments section, and I've watched three people's videos on this. If you go into the comments section, you'll find a whole bunch of Christians complaining and saying how this isn't right, and not only believe her if she gives all her money to the church or if she leaves OnlyFans. It's not true. Christianity's accepting everyone. And I just want to put my 2 cents into the 5 or 6 people who watch this. Mary Magdalene, I know personally. I've met Mary Magdalene, seen her in visions. Years ago, I used to see Jesus regularly in visions. And one time I asked him to bring a guest from heaven with him. And the next time I saw him in a vision in McDonald's, he had Mary Magdalene, and we went on to become good friends. And she visited me a lot. And for years there, she was my only female friend. And you may disregard that and say this guy's out of his mind. This is crazy, but there's plenty of people in the Bible that had visions and had dreams and met people from heaven. But we embraced Mary Magdalene, even though she had a reputation of being an escort, being a prostitute when she met Jesus. And what I do know about Mary Magdalene is she's in one of the most exalted places in heaven. She's in a lot of authority, and she became a truly special friend to Jesus. And I've interviewed her 4 times in books. And I've got books called Mary Magdalene Speaks from Heaven. And I've interviewed her. I know her very well. And there's a scripture in the Bible where Jesus said that the prostitutes and the tax collectors are going to enter heaven before you Pharisees. And everything Jesus said on earth when he was on earth is true today. His words are alive. And to all you Christians who doubt Lily Phillips' faith, there's 2 things to be said. Number one, The majority of Christians are hypocrites and don't they confess Jesus but don't live according to his teachings. So the majority of them are hypocrites, and that's who Jesus was speaking to when he said that the prostitutes and tax collectors will enter before you. The second thing is that Lily would probably qualify as a prostitute, and there's actually a promise in the Bible. There's a sentence said by Jesus in the Bible that pretty much says that she'll go to heaven. So if you're going to throw stones, which the Christian church is very good at doing, have you ever looked at your own sin? Are you more righteous than this Lily? The Christian church is really known to being rude and judgmental. They don't accept people. If Lily Phillips was Michael Jordan, they'd embrace that. If Elon Musk made a decision for Christ, they'd embrace that because she slept with 1,000 men at a time and she's an OnlyFans provider. They don't want to accept that. And the church hasn't changed throughout the days. You know, Jesus was seated with the prostitutes and the tax collectors, and that's who he used to spend his downtime with, enjoying their company. The Pharisees rebuked him for that. The Pharisees spoke up and said, "Why do you sit with sinners?" And Jesus said three very revealing parables to them. That the parables were the lost sheep, the lost coin, and the prodigal son. And to the prostitutes and the tax collectors, um, the parables were saying, "You're beautiful, you're precious, you were lost, but now you're found, and I'm happy. There's going to be a big celebration in heaven when you come into the kingdom." To the tax collectors, it was a slap across the face and a rebuke. So it makes me really happy inside. Can't I can't contain my excitement that she's made this step and made a very visible step to get baptized. I'm very happy. I hope you enjoyed this video.